In mid-March of 2009, I released The Obama Deception, and the film has been the most successful documentary I've ever released. It has been seen conservatively more than 20 million times for free on YouTube and Google and hundreds of other video sharing sites. I am asking the viewers, the listeners, people who are fans of the information that we present in The Obama Deception to pay it forward, to redouble your efforts. Up in the corner of the screen here at the Alex Jones channel on YouTube, where we're originally posting this, we have a link to some of the better online copies of the documentary so that you can share it with your friends and family in higher quality. You can also get it in super high quality on the DVD original by getting the DVD at Infowars.com or downloading it in the highest possible quality online at prisonplanet.tv. But regardless of what you do, it is imperative to the future of our free society that Barack Obama be exposed. This is not about just bashing Barack Obama, because if we do that, they'll put a new puppet in 3 or 4 years, and then the agenda will just continue on. The Obama Deception has been so successful because it tells the truth, and it exposes George Bush, Bill Clinton, George Bush Sr., and Barack H. Obama. It's just that Barack Obama is kind of the 2.0 of corporate shills, of fake politicians. And the film exposes how he's hiring nothing but lobbyists and continuing wars and involved in the banker bailout and the looting and writing in loopholes concerning corporate bonuses. And now the public is starting to see the truth of what we covered in The Obama Deception. So the film is really expanding and spreading even more virally. So I wanted to come here today to all of you out there watching in internet land and ask you to expand your operations, to redouble your efforts, and together we can shatter this left-right paradigm. Now, when Barack Obama first got elected, he had over an 80% approval rating. By the time he got in office, he had an approval rating in the low 70s in January. It's now below 50 points, the lowest of any president at this point in his first administration. Now, you would think that I would be excited about that, and I am at a certain level. We knew that the establishment was betting everything they had on Barack Obama. We knew that they were counting on his incredible star appeal and his charisma to sell the population on socialized government eugenics health care and open borders and a global carbon tax to micromanage every facet of our lives and fund the new bank of the world government, the global governance that Al Gore is talking about. They needed the public to be so mesmerized by his lies of hope and change that we would accept the anti-Second Amendment bills, that we would accept the federalization of all water supplies, that we would accept the total corporate takeover of the United States by offshore interest. And George W. Bush and his staged terror attacks had failed. They were imploding. The public, as KRS-One said, was on the edge of revolution. So they put a black face on the New World Order, and everybody started sitting back and thinking they'd seen real change. Now the public is discovering that they have been conned and lied to. But we don't want to be driven into the arms of the Republican establishment. We don't want to be caught up in this left-right paradigm, this tag team of where we wake up to a Republican and they give us a Democratic puppet. Or we wake up to the Democrat and they give us a Republican puppet. We want to use this mass awakening so people start talking about the actual controllers of this global system. And that's happening. They had a Gallup poll just last week. 75% of Americans want to audit or abolish the Federal Reserve. Most Americans, when they're asked who they blame for the economy, they talk about the private banks, the private corporations. They're not blaming George Bush or Barack Obama. That is what is exciting, because if we fully discredit the globalists, if we fully discredit this system, they will implode, and we can actually get some liberty and freedom and start having a real debate about where we want the future of humanity to go. But as long as we're kind of caught in this Groundhog Day of Republican Democrat over and over again on the wash cycle, it's never going to end. But if we can take the people's anger and mistrust and concern and use it in a constructive way towards identifying the corrupt establishment and bringing them to justice, this nightmare can start to be rectified. I'm not saying it's going to be some perfect utopia, But if we don't have these social engineers, these criminals running things, that's going to be about half the battle we've already won. So it is essential right now that everybody see the Obama deception, because the film starts by exposing George Bush as a New World Order puppet. That gets the left on board. Then it goes through all of Obama's lies and who really controls him, and that gets the right on board. And then the left and right find out they're all just the American people in the same boat together. So that's why I have produced this film, The Obama Deception. It was wildly more successful than I ever thought it would be in reaching people. And that is our goal. So let's expand it even more, because all of the success of its viral spread is due to you out there in internet land, and all of you getting the DVDs and making copies, and some students at universities. Some major American universities have seen more than 30,000 copies of The Obama Deception handed out. Take Arizona State University. But here is the most important message from what I've said today. Obama's approval ratings are plunging. This New World Order frontman, who had such incredible hype behind him, the bigger they are, the harder they fall. He didn't deliver on all the claims. He didn't deliver on all the pledges and promises. And so he is deflating even faster than he rose to power. There is a great danger in that, though, because now Obama and his controllers, these globalists that are hijacking every major sovereign nation on the planet through these corporate takeovers, realize their whole global agenda is in deep trouble. And so they may release fake bioweapons attacks or hype up flu pandemics as a cover for martial law. They may expand the recession into a depression as a tool of control. They might start a new war with Iran. We see all the preparations for this taking place right now. And so the people are waking up. A lot of positive things are happening. But at the same time, we have to realize the empire is going to strike back. The establishment has got some more tricks up their sleeve. So this is the time for people to be vigilant. This is the time for people to come together, to get out of the left-right paradigm and realize that presidents are just front men and puppets. That's why I've reached out to Obama supporters. I've reached out to George Bush, Republican supporters, to understand that it isn't about the puppets they put out in front of you. It's about getting past the puppets and looking at the real power behind the throne. So please, email your email list, post on MySpace, YouTube, show your friends and family, your students, people at work, the free link up in the corner of the box to watch The Obama Deception in super high quality. It is absolutely essential. The enemy is very weak right now. And if we simply move in and get involved and tell people the truth, that it's the Federal Reserve that rules, that it's the private bankers orchestrating the collapse, that it's the corporatocracy that has to be brought down, then we can have a real revolution and get our constitutional republic back. The United States can once again be an engine of light and liberty and freedom throughout the world. You have to believe in yourselves. You have to believe in history. You have to know that fortune favors the bold, and that we can stand up for liberty and freedom and change the course of human destiny. Thank you for making The Obama Deception a huge success. Let's make it an even bigger one.